Now just use these for like walking to surf.
But now you're using...
Because a lot of the spots around here you got to walk pretty far. But now I put it on to get changed, and then I put it on to get out of my suit as well.
Mate, how good are these robes? I'm actually so warm.
Yeah, I was just saying, I pretty much religiously wear mine now. And I've always been kind of against robes.
Yeah.
But this one I can kind of, some robes they kind of you look a bit full on wearing in public, don't you? But
yeah, they're definitely a little bit
These I can kind of walk the dog and do all the normal stuff. But that's the main thing now is, I'm such a freezer, I wear it to get in my suit. And I'm not too cold when I get in my suit, even if it's wet.
Yeah.
And then when I get out, I put it straight on.
Exactly.
And I'm sort of warm by the time I get back in the car then.
I stick mine on, sometimes if I'm close to home, I'll just stick mine on and drive home in there.
I've been tempted to do that a lot.
Because they're like waterproof. You don't
but I'm not that close to the house when I surf.
I'm like 10 minutes. So if it's 10 minutes or less, I'll do that. Because then it doesn't wreck your car seats, because they're like waterproof.
Yeah. Normally, you know, you have a towel and you have it for like 4 days or something, and then you got some soggy towel in the car. By the time you wear this, again, it's dry.
And also, like, the amount of times I've nearly fallen over wearing a towel, and then you like might be flashing everyone, whereas like this covers everything. It's sweeter than that.
Nah, they are sick.
What's that, 6mm wetty?
Yeah, it is 6mm, but doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel like a full, you know, clunky like a 6mm. To be honest, I wear from November. I wear them all the way through. I don't really wear anything else.
Yeah, boy.
And I usually keep one in really good. They last a few seasons, but I usually keep one in really good nick in case I go north.
Yeah.
Like somewhere really cold. But around here, I'm pretty much never cold in these.
Yeah.
Which maybe it's a bit overkill.
You'd rather be warm.
But I'm always warm. And they don't feel like a 6mm. You know, on your shoulders and stuff.
Yeah. What you like with putting a wet wetty on? Like, I hate it.
I don't love it.
You're alright with it.
But
Logan,
if you're surfing a few times in a day, you kind of gotta get used to it.
I have like 4 on rotation. Yeah. And then driving the house and the missus wants to shoot me.
I always try to keep one really mint.
Yeah.
But to be honest, with these, they seem to last like, I feel like I surf quite a lot, and they all seem to last at least a season or 2.
They dry pretty quick?
Yeah, especially this like new lining they got on the inside. They seem to dry enough that it's pleasant to put on.
Yeah. Within
like a couple hours.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Just as long as they don't like hold loads of water, so you put it on and it's just like.
Nah, that's the one thing. They're not heavy, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get them. They're really warm suits, but they come with a crazy weight.
Yeah.
These are pretty lightweight, especially for a 6mm. Exactly. I feel like a lot of 6mm you couldn't wear every day. You get sick of it.
Yeah. Integrated hood as well. Like they're just super.
Oh, you can't get away without the hood.
Yeah, but like integrated versus the like separate hood.
Yeah, no, I feel but I mean like, I feel like this time of year in Wales anyway, the attachable is like a no-no.
Which is like what I've been given today.
You're like knocking an hour off your surf, I think.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a 5-minute surf for me. No, it would be sweet.
I don't know, neoprene on
the Yamamoto.
Yeah, the Yam, like the way it stretches, sort of doesn't feel like you meet any resistance anyway, you know?
Yeah.
You can sort of...
It's got like 4-way stretch.
That's what I mean, yeah, it's got this 4-way stretch that...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's almost like... If you've come back from Indo, you're going to be like, it feels like a winter suit, you know?
Yeah.
But if, I feel like...
But I guess that's where
it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing...
Put the panels in the right spot.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like I'm wearing a 6mm.
I do think that's the sick thing about GUL is, like, they test their wetsuits in our waters. So like...
Yeah, exactly.
And they will go through testing to make sure that they're the right wetsuit.
Yeah, it's not like some, I don't know, some Aussie brand or something.
Exactly.
It's like, it's made for cold water. They don't
pump
really
them out.
realise how cold it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be colder than it was.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Hooded and gloved, isn't it?
Yeah, but you hooded and gloves. I was in a 5mm non-hooded, and obviously it was Yulex and stuff, and I didn't know how it was going to go, but it was actually, I was warm.
It's one of the coldest spots because there's a river.
Yeah.
But there, and there's a river down there.
Did you notice as well? It's not that water is not salty.
Which one of these is two?
I don't really know it.
No, it's not.
Of course it's salty.
No, but, like it's not salty. Like if you like.
Brackish. Is that what they call it? Brackish?
I have no
It
idea.
is different. There's like
Like in Cornwall, you like start to like.
oh yeah, it's not cool.
If you get out and you like rub your eyes, it's like sandpaper in your eyes.
It's
Genuinely think it
It's-
wasn't as...
No way
No,
near
no,
salty.
I reckon.
especially on onshore days. That wave I just showed you, because it's in town, it's next to a harbour and this one. Sometimes you do duck down because there's this like, there's like this it's hard to explain. There's almost like a cleaning smell.
Yeah.
There's like an industrial smell to it. It's weird from all the boats and stuff. Yeah. I think all like tankers going in and out and stuff.
Puts feathers on your chest. Yeah, we're really hopeful with that Flexor because it's just that's obviously pretty new
Yeah.
for us. Obviously the Yulex, so hopefully you found it comfortable.
Super
Obviously, the
comfortable.
ways to judge them are sort of comfort, warmth, and durability are the sort of three
So what it is for
metrics
me
that we
is
work on.
there's like comfort, warmth, and durability, but there's also like real world things as well. Like it was really easy to get off.
Yeah.
Like it's cold today, and I don't want to stand around trying to rip like a wetsuit off or feel like you're going to damage it. And it came off, and that's because of how stretchy it is. But it just came off super easy, and it feels like it'll dry pretty quick. I'll be interested to see how quickly it dries, but it feels like it'll dry quick. But the lining was warm, like it's comfortable, feels really nice, like in the hand and stuff. So yeah, and I think you could do that with the winter suits. Like obviously you've worn the Viper today and I've worn the Flexor, and you surfed for 2.5 hours and I surfed for like 1 and a bit, and like I reckon if I was in for 2.5 hours it might have been on the limit of that suit.
Yeah.
But if you were surfing, you know, like a heat or something, you would have been you'd have been sweet in the Flexor even without an integrated hood. So
yeah. I've yet to really get that cold in the Viper this year.
yeah.
Like even getting out and changing boards, you would normally get cold.
Yeah.
My actual my body doesn't get cold very often.
No.
Pretty much haven't got cold yet this year yet.
Yeah, I mean, all of the guys at Lost Shore, we went off in November, and they were like Viper,
Yeah.
hooded Viper, and that's cold as.
Yeah, it's crazy cold now.
That was like a 7 a.m. session, and they were like, yeah, get in the Viper, and they were like, sweet as, and that's a lot of paddling as well.
Yeah.